Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, also at 1st down. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now this time Murray to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gay is on for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Murray again. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Murray to air it out again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run with Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Throwing now is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Goes right back to McBride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one.
Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner, 33 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Phoenix, Arizona is the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a carry for Swift. Oh, good move. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the offense. And they'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Oh, what a move. And some space here. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side Swift to the 27-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs, clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 42, Cardinals 24. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Murray now. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Cards get a bit closer. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Running is Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Swift. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. It's a fake. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for